So, why is yoga so important for men? And what's up with all this false masculinity? Let's get into it. So, it is a very common belief that yoga is for women in the Western world. Um, but it's very silly because, as many of us know, yoga started in India, Asia, whatever you may call it, Africa. And many of the practitioners, many of the founders, per se, were men. And I think because this practice in the West gets associated with a lot of soft things and maybe spiritual things, that could be why it's hard to grasp for men and for them to realize that this is actually one of the most manly, masculine practices on earth. Whether you're talking about meditating and sitting, that's a form of discipline which all men need, and many of y'all are lacking. If you talk about the poses can range anywhere from a beginner all the way to the most advanced ninja level. So again, when we talk about masculinity, we talk about structure and discipline. Yoga brings that, like, for sure. You're If you actually practice, you are forced or guided to wake up early almost every day and begin practicing. The most of the world does not do that. So structure and discipline, very much so in yoga. Men want to, look big and be muscly, and yoga can help you with that. Now, that's not saying that you shouldn't go lift weights if you want to see some more definition, but yoga can help you with that. And that also ties in with so many people have this ideal of masculinity that is aesthetic. Your masculinity is aesthetic. It's from the cars you buy, or the clothes you buy, or the house you have, or how big your muscles are. We have seen time and time again, even with David and Goliath, it don't really matter how big you are, but it matters what you can do with the weight and muscle you have. Many of us know, and we've seen these huge guys walking around, just huge muscles the size of, like, one of their biceps, the size of their stomach, right? Like, of their waist. But what you'll find, and thing is, we look at these men, for one thing, as masculine men, as strong men, and also to fear them, like as if they can hurt us. What you'll actually find, actual masculinity, many of those men, when you're too big and you don't incorporate any functional movement with it, you're just big. You're not actually strong. You're just big. And you damn sure can't fight, because fighting involves agility, it involves balance, it involves grace. Again, we talk about how men going to war and fighting is masculine. If you're just huge but you can't actually fight, then you're not really masculine. There's a lot of what's promoted these days that has really messed up the minds of men wanting to be masculine. Everything is so aesthetic and physical, but at the same time, it's like the real deep things that need to be done, that even are physical, can't be done. Like, think about it. Why is a man, and you have a car, can you not change a tire or change oil or know where your brakes are at or know how to do coolant? Like, why can't you do these things? You have been brainwashed by the media and society to embody a version of a man that does not serve you or your family, but serves the system, right? The version of the man that you're being serves the system. I think it's really weak that manhood these days is associated with video games. Oh, yeah, he's a man. He's on his games. He's watching sports. Watching sports and watching games is actually a weakness. 50 years ago, when there wasn't a game on every day and there wasn't constant stimulation, you know what men were doing? They were doing they were doing stuff besides looking at a freaking screen and then associating and accumulating this false power and strength behind a video game team or a team that you don't own any type of stake in. It's emotional stake. And again, it's weakness for men to focus their energy into these false emotional narratives when there's a family and there's you looking in the mirror right ahead of you. So back to yoga. Men, if you are actually wanting to become more of a man, then get into yoga. It requires not even a mat, it requires you. You can start with 10 minutes, 15, 20. You can meditate. Because even that, y'all, real men can meditate. Real men can sit still. If you're telling me you a real man, but you say, oh, I can't sit still for more than 10, that's weak. That's weak. And it's okay to be weak if you want to get strong. But don't continue being weak and promote that you're strong and promote this image to everybody. Like, no, no, man. If you cannot sit still for 5 or 10 minutes, you're lacking. You got too much feminine energy going on within you, too much feminine activity. Okay? So please, men, stop being weak. Stop being this false image of men that you've seen and start being the man that you know you need to be for yourself and your family. Start with yoga.